I know Trader Joe's is a grocery store, but I have at least 2 reasons that it's a great place to shop for gifts. I can't even say it with a straight face, but one is the packaging. It's so beautiful. This is actually not one of my top favorite items, but look at the beautiful artwork. It really is like a work of art. Okay, but the second reason is that not everyone has a Trader Joe's nearby. So if you have family in a different location, then this is a great thing to send them in a package, or if you are going to see them in person, take it with you. The reason a lot of these Trader Joe's products are good gifts is also because they are consumable. So people will use them up over time, whether it's food or soap or shampoo. I don't know. Can you have too many plants? They can also be something outside. So even if somebody already has this item, they can still use another one eventually. Okay, so now we've got that out of the way. I'm going to share my favorites in broad categories. I am going to say plants. So see, it's not even food yet. And I'm not 100% sure that this is the container it came in, but I have so many of these now because this thing just keeps growing and spreading. Just had to show how stinking cute, yes, the olive oil, but also this plant from Trader Joe's. This is like a branch broke off, and I just stuck it in a glass of water, a jar of water, and it's so cheerful and adorable. So that's been fun, but also my roses were from Trader Joe's. These came in a small pot, all in one, and now they are 3 much larger plants, and it's been a little over a year. I am so happy with them. They've been blooming so much, as you can see. It's kind of ridiculous. And I got some tulips from there. So my roses are still growing, but my tulips were just picked flower or cut flowers. They were so pretty and added so much joy to my home. And a lot of people will buy eucalyptus from there. And so these would be great gifts for people who like plants. And they have a huge variety. It is like some people's favorite things about Trader Joe's. It's hard for me because we usually live at least an hour away. And so I don't want my plants to die on the way home. Next, let's go to Toiletries. So this one I'm not completely sure about. I'm not like raving about it because we just bought it for the first time, and you can see we haven't used that much, but we've each used it more than once at least. And I just, again, love the packaging. This is a nice, sturdy. I love the square shape. I love the colors. Anyway, it is Tea Tree Tingle. I don't know how much the tingle part is just a gimmick, but I don't really notice that. But it does invigorate with peppermint, tea tree, and eucalyptus. However, this is like a staple. My husband loves bar soap, and this is some that both of us really agree on. This is the almond ginger scent, and it's an oatmeal exfoliant bar, and it's really large, and I feel like it lasts a long time. And you know how sometimes soap can have like a weird feel to it? This one is just really good. I don't know what's going on with it, but it's pretty much both of our favorites. So we get this almost every time we go. Sometimes we get multiple, but that's one we keep in stock. It is a French milled soap. I saw this recently, and I know I like the argan oil on my hair, but this also says it's good for moisturizing skin and nails naturally. And so because I live in the desert, I started trying it on my skin, and I was like, oh, I like this. I like it better than lotion because it's so funny. It I feel like it sinks in better or something. It doesn't have, I don't have to worry about the scent, at least to me. I don't know. But it's funny because it's an oil, but I don't feel like it leaves my hands oily, whereas I feel like a lotion does. So I don't know. Whatever. Or like a lotion leaves it feeling greasy. So anyway, let me just show you when it's not in the packaging. I haven't used this a ton because I do have some lotion I'm trying to use up as well. Oh yeah, and it has a little dropper. Oh, this will be nice. I can use this for some paint once I empty this jar. Anyway, so random. But that's cool. Okay. So I think I'm gonna love this, but I don't go through it as quickly as some of these other products. I'm just gonna stick to non-food items for now. So this came in a box, and you could see the color from this little hole. But I should say, not every Trader Joe's has the same items. So yes, there are seasonal items which are not always going to be in stock at certain times of the year, but then there are other things that it may vary from location to location. But some of the things I've never been there and not been able to find them. I think the soap is pretty consistent across the board, but anyway, so I don't know about these baking mats, but it's a reusable one. It's really soft. It has a non-stick surface for half sheet pans and more. Microwave safe, heat proof to 550 degrees. Dishwasher safe. Basically, I was researching and found this on Amazon, and I don't like the color as much. It did come in a pack of 2. It feels completely different, but I actually don't use them that much for what they were intended for like going in the oven on baking sheets to keep them from getting dirty, because I feel like it messes with the cooking. But maybe it's just my oven, because it is a gas oven and I hate that. I feel like it doesn't cook accurately or something. Anyway, but I do use these for putting stuff in the freezer or the refrigerator if I'm making, it's a weird recipe, but it's like a layer of sliced bananas and then drizzled chocolate and peanut butter and that kind of thing. Then I can make it on here and then put it in the refrigerator or the freezer and then take it out and it's frozen. And this just kind of forms to the shape of whatever's in my freezer, because I do not always have a flat surface to put it on. And it's like sticky enough to where the stuff doesn't just slide off. I mean, I'm still careful with it, or I can put it, on a baking sheet or something, and then it keeps it clean. So I don't know, not as useful as I thought, but it is cute, and I use it for different things than I thought. So I still use it, just not as much. Okay. And then similarly, I got these reusable Ziplocs, which, okay, I don't like Ziploc bags. So I was trying to get these to replace ours, but I don't know that my husband likes Ziplocs, but I don't know that he would like reusable ones. I think what he likes is that he can just use them and throw them away. Which, I mean, whatever, it makes sense. But I did realize I like these better than Ziplocs, even though I'd still rather just use like a glass container or something most of the time. But sometimes if I, want snacks for a road trip and don't want to take glass, I could use this. But I do have some other plastic containers that I could use as well. And the real thing I like about it, though, is that it will sit, and it sits open. So you can dump stuff into it, and instead of having to hold like the Ziploc bag. So I should do a side-by-side demonstration, but hopefully you can imagine it. And it came with 3 different sizes. I don't know that they still sell these either, but this just shows you the kind of thing you can find that's not food there, and just unique different things. They probably have Swedish dishcloths as well. That seems familiar, or like a possibility. And I just haven't bought them because I don't need any, because I already have some. And so I currently have the largest one in the freezer with my sliced apples, and I think it's like a 2 cup or more. Maybe it's a 4 cup, and the other one's like a 2 cup. And it has like all the apple slices for 1 apple pie, and the sugar and cinnamon and flour and everything. And so I tried that for the first time last year, I believe, and it's worked really well. So I have mine ready for Thanksgiving this year. But this one's kind of a new one that I really like because I love Reese's Puffs. And I feel like this is a little bit of a healthier version, plus, you know, fairly cute packaging. But it is very crunchy, which is kind of a plus for me because I don't like my cereal to get soggy. So it stays crunchy for a while, but it starts out like too crunchy. Like, am I going to break my teeth almost? So something to consider. Yeah, which I realize is still not like the healthiest thing ever, but it has 11 grams of sugar per cup and 2 grams of dietary fiber, 3 grams of protein. The ingredients are organic cornmeal, organic powdered sugar, organic cane sugar, organic peanut butter. Anyway, you get the picture. Okay. Okay, here's one more. And obviously not all of these are like, ooh, the best gift ever. Like, you gotta choose who you're giving it to and know the person. But I did try these finally. These are in the refrigerated section. So you don't have to, what do you call it? Not peel, but like shuck. What is it? Snap? I don't know. You don't have to get them out. They're already shelled. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, so shelled soybeans. And it says edamame with sea salt. And we got these out for a recipe we were cooking. And I tasted one and was like, oh, I could eat these plain. Like, what? This is crazy. And so we did put them in the recipe, though. And I liked them. So, but we've only had these once. So I wasn't really including them in my must-have at all times, but I would buy these again. Okay, so next, these are things that are just normal, but like as far as the taste, but the packaging is really cute. So if you're just giving some type of gift where you, like the person likes to cook, and so you want to get them some olive oil. Look how adorable this is. I actually keep my oil in here. I like refill this bottle because it's so cute, and I keep this on my counter now because I love it. And we do use olive oil a lot. It's pretty much like the main oil that we use. And then same for this maple syrup, but I like this jar, and partially it's because I don't have to twist the lid to pour it out because it pops up and you pour it. Now, you can pour a lot at one time, so you have to be careful about that. But the other ones, because it's maple syrup, they're hard to open because I feel like the sugar gets on the edge and then crystallizes, and I have to like run it under water before I can open it. So this is just nice to be able to just pop it up and open and close it. So again, I am refilling this bottle with other maple syrup each time. And my friend got me this, and I don't use it as much as some of the other stuff, but that is because I already have similar seasoning to this. So it is a great one. And I meant to show you. Their jars are almost the same as the ones that I got off Amazon and like paid for to be able to decant my seasonings into. Although these do have like a pop-up top for pouring and everything. Whereas this one is like this, but this is like onion, black pepper, celery seed, cayenne pepper, parsley, basil. So it's like a really good mix of seasonings that go well together, and it's kind of like an all-purpose thing. That is very good. And my friend loves it. She has it as well. I think she uses it a lot more than I do. But again, that's just because I have a lot. I will go through it eventually. Okay. And I do realize regular grocery stores have like cuter glass jars and everything. But I do think Trader Joe's is usually reasonably priced. And I love how small it is. So you don't have 50 options for everything. And so you're not like walking through the grocery store and then you forget one thing and you're like going back for miles, it feels like. I don't know. Anyway. Okay, now we're getting into the regular favorites, or like the ones we keep in stock. Getting down to my even more favorites. While this one is not as pretty of a container, it has a grinder with it. So it is really good. Oh my goodness. I put this in my ramen all the time. Especially if I'm adding like chicken and vegetables to, I use the like super cheap ramen packets. And if I'm adding a lot of stuff that's kind of diluting the flavor, I will add this to help with it, because I use the chili ramen packets. And so this, let me see. Yeah, to me, I'm like, wait, I feel like it tastes like ginger, but it doesn't have ginger in it. What? So it's just sea salt, mustard seeds, black peppercorns, coriander seed, dried onion, dried garlic, paprika, red chili pepper flakes. But it is really good. And I feel like it goes along with the ramen seasonings and flavors. But it's called everyday seasoning, so for other things, I'll put it in there too. If I'm like, okay, this isn't seasoned enough, let me put some. And I think the grinder really does make a difference for the flavor. Okay, so I will replace this once I'm done. I don't know if you can tell, like, I'm probably, oh my goodness, I'm close. I've used like 2/3 of this sucker. Okay, so you can definitely tell I love it, because like I said, I have so many other seasonings as well. But that one's just fast and easy and delicious. Like, makes a noticeable difference. Oh, my holy grail, the just perfection itself. But seriously, probably since the first time I went to Trader Joe's, I've been getting these, and that was like a decade or more ago while I was still in college. So I am partial to the dark chocolate version, and it is the perfect amount of saltiness and sweetness, and it's so good. It's so good. You just gotta try it. I do keep these in the bottom of my pantry, far in the back, so that I don't see them. But when I'm craving something sweet, this is just a small treat, and you know, I can just eat one, and that's usually good. There's like a perfect temperature for them, in my opinion, where they have a little bit of a crunch from the chocolate being colder. Like, I don't like it when it's too melty. So sometimes I'll put it in the fridge, but then if I leave it too long, it gets too hard. I'm like, So anyway, it's that perfect balance. Another thing I don't have are the Cheetos. Those are just really good. It's like an alternative Cheetos. I don't know what they actually call them, but that's kind of one, like that and the next one are things we try not to get too much because we're trying to be a little healthier. Okay, so the garlic naan is the other one that was so good, but it's weird. It was like it was so perfect the first time we had it, and then every time since then it hasn't been as good. So I don't know if it was just because we were not expecting how good it was, but we definitely liked the garlic naan the best. There were some other ones, or just a plain one or something, and we liked the garlic version. But maybe the first time we just put butter on it perfectly, and maybe it was salted butter. I don't know. But anyway, we still get it sometimes. I feel like a lot of their stuff is, like, it's sweet but not too sweet. And from the first time I went to Trader Joe's, it was their sweets that got me hooked, and I'm like, wait, this is not healthy. But anyway, I really like their different stuff like that. Okay, well, I'm gonna say that's everything, but I may eventually do a follow-up video because I'm sure there are going to be other favorites in my future. But this is, like I said, decades worth of trying things and enjoying them. I'm getting nervous that I left something out. But I would love to hear what your favorites are because I I almost forgot. Oh my gosh. I use it all the time. You've probably heard of it because so many people use it. Like, I read blog posts and watch Instagram accounts of people's favorite things from Trader Joe's. So, this is one of mine. And this is on a lot of people's lists, but it's the unexpected cheddar. And it says it tastes like an aged premium cheddar with hints of Parmesan. It's so good. I will put this on pasta, spaghetti, and salads. Oh my goodness. Oh, like soup, like potato soup or something like that. It's like a garnish. So good. Okay. Well, I'm glad I didn't forget that. That is a staple. I really try to keep that one on hand. My husband doesn't necessarily care for it, so I'm pretty much the only one that uses it. Okay. But we did do like a spaghetti bake, and he let me use this for the top and was fine with it. I think he just doesn't use it because he knows I like it so much and he doesn't care. Oh, I want to know your favorites. Please comment them because I am always trying to find new favorites. And I kind of get overwhelmed when I'm in the store. So I like make a list ahead of time. So send me your favorites and I can add them to my list and try them. I have other stuff that I have not shown that are my favorites. I thought I had the packaging for them. Oh, I sent my last ones to my sister, so she got the packaging of it. I don't even know if she liked them, but my friend recommended the freeze-dried figs. And again, the packaging is adorable. I love the colors, but it is so good. It is kind of a crunch. So if you don't like really hard textures, although I would say like, I don't like Captain Crunch because I feel like it's going to damage the roof of my mouth. So it's not quite that level, but like maybe almost, but it's tolerable for me who doesn't like Captain Crunch. So, but it tastes so good. And I think it's healthier than Captain Crunch. So, who knew I was going to talk about Captain Crunch in Trader Joe's video? Okay. Oh, also, let me know what you would gift to someone from Trader Joe's. Probably a lot of people would say their wine. I haven't tasted a lot of it. Ooh. I should have asked my friend what's her favorite because I know she has one from there. But anyway, they do have a really big wine selection and people really like it and it's really affordable. So, but the other one that I am just so confused about now are the just dried mango. Anyway, those were like my favorites. I always kept those in stock. We would just buy them. We tried the other kinds and we're like, why did they add sugar to these? They didn't need it. It makes it worse and worse for you. But then the last couple of times I tried the just mango, it was like sour. So I don't know if it's the time of year or like the certain batch that they got or what, but I've been disappointed. Sorry. So that was a bummer. Somebody's parking in front of my house while I'm talking to my window. So that's fun. Hello, let me streak down. So I don't know. Let me know if you experience the same thing. Are they sweet again or not? I'm sad. Although I did notice other stores carrying those as well. So maybe I'll just start trying them from a different store Or have you noticed them at different stores not being as sweet as they used to be? Like being that sour. So, I don't know. Okay, let me know